Okay, so the X Nasty might be back. No, not in the way that you would traditionally think as it's associated with the way I play the game, but the Gun Bunch X Nasty and the Gun Bunch Strong Nasty both have a skinny post that you guys can use to bomb any covered shell for a one-play touchdown. I might add that if you guys do want to dabble in the single back Bunch X Nasty, you guys can run these setups out of the play PA Cross. Just go ahead and modify the route combos as I do here in this video. But let's go ahead and get straight into it. We're going to show you guys how to bomb every covered shell in the game. Now, before we do, make sure you guys are subscribed to the channel, hit that notification bell, drop a like on the video, the most important part of the process. Please make sure you guys do so. It's very, very quick to do. It's free. Helps the channel out more than you know. We've been growing a ton here in the spring, even after the Super Bowl and the Madden down season, quote unquote. But we're still riding high here on the channel thanks to you guys. All right, so the play that we're going to be running here is Y option pivot. I've got 43 calls in this, 17.1 yards per play average. It's because we're picking up chunk yardage out of this play. Let's start off with a cover 3 shell. This will be cover 3 drop. This could be cover 3 sky. It could be basically any cover 3 that you guys might run into, including the dollar A-gap blitz meta that a lot of people like to run out of the free safety zone blitz 3. Setup for this is actually something we've done before. You're just going to put the tight end on a hot route master corner route. If you guys have a slot apprentice, you guys can use the slot apprentice corner route to either right bumper or B, totally up to you. But I like to create a drive combo in the middle of the field. And believe it or not, it is the right bumper on this dig route that will make the safety on the middle third assignment kind of drift a little bit towards the left. You see that drifts and then allows post to cross face. We're just going to throw a free form up and outside over the top and rat catch it for the one play score. Again, the reason this works is because the point man in the bunch runs this dig route. And when it kind of breaks over the middle, it makes that player drift just a little bit over to the right. And that post going across to the left side from our point of view is going to cross face. And this allows us to get the one play score. And as we talked about previously, this outside third is looking for a corner route. So with the tight end running the corner route, this pulls him down, which allows us to have the throw all the way over the top of this guy's head. He cannot impact the play, so you're going to have that one play score. Let me show you guys how you guys would set this up out of maybe the bunch strong nasty or the single back X nasty. So with this play again, PA cross, we're facing a cover 3 shell. You're going to put the tight end on a corner route. You're going to change the point man to a smart routed in route, put B on a drag. Running back can do whatever you want. I would recommend leaving him underneath, maybe a ghost route, maybe a straight up curl in the middle of the field, maybe an option route. Maybe you want to go ahead and put B on the hitch and the running back on the in route to kind of run the same route combo, but switch up who's on the crossing route. It's up to you. As long as you guys have the corner route on this play, you're going to have this effect. So again, you snap this ball. This dig route is very, very important. It's going to pull that safety and the corner route's going to pull down the outside third. We rip the rat catch up and outside pass lead, one play score. And just for consistency's sake, let's go ahead and set this up out of the single back version of this. We're going to use a smart routed dig to the point man, drag to B, tight end on a corner route. I don't believe I mentioned this, but you should have picked up on this by now. Bunch to the short side with this. The receiver running the post is on the wide side of the field, pre-snap running to the short side of the field. Ball snapped. As long as our corner route pulls down the outside third, we know we're going to be fine. Rip this up outside pass lead, rack it. You'll notice with this, for whatever reason, we never get a slow down catch animation on this type of skinny post. For whatever reason, he's always going to catch this clean and KOs cannot get him from behind. You see Jair Alexander, he's got the deep zone KO, mid zone KO. You're not going to be able to get to him. So that's how you bomb the cover 3 defense. Now let's go ahead and get into your cover 4 style plays. For the rest of this video, I'm going to stick in the regular gun bunch X nasty, just because this is conceptual. I showed it to you out of everything in the cover 3 breakdown. Just trust the process here for the rest of this video. So the one thing that you guys want to do with this play is you actually want to go ahead and motion this player that's on this skinny post to the outside. The reason that you guys want to do this is that he's going to be running this post from a far enough width away from the short side safety that the safety is going to bite down on this play, and that's going to open up the throw over the top. So notice how the dig route pulls him down, and then we're going to be able to throw this all the way over the top of his head. Again, note the smooth rat catch animation, no KO from behind, and we're out for the score. If you guys choose to quick snap this with just a drag on the play and you don't use motion, notice how the safety on the right side is going to basically stack this route. He stays super, super deep, and then you're not going to be able to throw this. Best case scenario, you're going to have to basically sideline glitch it like we did right there for a completion. So again, if you want the one play score on this, just make sure that you guys are in fact putting this player in motion to the outside. Now, if you're saying, hey, Zan, there's tells associated with this, my advice would be to kind of mix up what you're doing. Maybe you decide on one example that you want to, instead of motioning him out on the skinny post, maybe you put him on a slot apprentice post first and then motion him out, just to kind of give yourself a different type of route that you might be able to throw over the middle. You see right here, I've got this ability to kind of throw that, in this area of the field now and attack a little bit differently. So anytime we're using motion, you guys can do whatever you want with this, just to kind of mix it up. Again, totally up to you on this. If you guys do want another way to maybe bomb cover 4 a little bit more easily, you guys can motion across this player on a streak. Usually that's enough to make the safety on the right kind of follow him down the field and open up this avenue over the top to the X route. Again, just something you might consider that might get you a one-play score instead of motioning out that player. As long as you have a streak in the slot right here, you should be fine. Again, you snap the ball, Y is going to run off that safety on the right, and then you're trying to throw this all the way over the top over here. So, just a modification that can allow you to beat cover 4. So use that however you will. Now let's get into the cover 2 base defense. Now, before we do that, I just want to let you guys know over on gridirongameplans.gg, my strategy website that I opened back in 2020, we have updated the Kansas City Chiefs offensive game plan with my tight open. The tight open offense is the precursor offense that I run. It allows me to audible into formations like this X nasty tip, into formations like Trey Y flex or Trey Y flex strong, or a litany of other formations that give the meta trouble. If you guys are looking for something to keep the game fresh, make sure you guys check out my Kansas City Chiefs offensive game plan. I do have plans to update that with some more X nasty content that will complement this video right here. So make sure you guys go check that out. You guys unlock every single game plan on the website, plus well over 230 vault tips and counting as we update every single week, keeping you on top of the pro and competitive metas for just $9.95 a month. And that also includes our Discord access where you guys get lab sessions every week at no additional charge. All right, so now let's go ahead and talk about cover 2. With cover 2, we are going to motion. We're going to motion outside. Now, this is something that you'll want to pay attention to, because if your opponent is not running zone drops, if they're running regular default zone, you will get a jam on this player. Again, with this concept, kind of up to you what you want to do with everyone but the skinny post. Basically with this, I typically will not attack vertically on the right side. I would say that's maybe the one thing that I try to avoid doing. I'll run this drive combo. A lot of times if you don't give the deep zone on the right anything to guard, it will just bite down, and then you're going to get this throw all the way over the top of his head like you see right here. And again, you're going to get a smooth rack catch. You're going to be able to throw it, rack it. They're not going to slow down, not going to get KO'd from behind. The downside to this, again though, is that it does take a little bit longer to develop, because if they get hands on this guy, they shove him to the inside, it slows his route up just a little bit. It's still enough to be able to get over the top of the half. You'll be fine. But the cool thing is most players don't tend to run stock cover 2 with the zone chucks. So what we're going to do here is I'm just going to set some zone drops, set 30s, set 5s. If you face any type of cover 2 shell in which they're running zone drops, there will not be a chuck animation on Michael Irvin. He'll get a free release, and this route will actually get open sooner for the one-play score against a cover 2 shell. So again, free release. Watch how that guy bites down. Now I've got the throw all the way over the top of his head, rip it, and you're gone for the one-play score. Now, if you guys want to quick attack cover 2 out of this play, you don't want to deal with motioning out any tells, obviously just use a corner route. One thing I would actually do as well is maybe even run like a player in motion over here. Maybe you go ahead and just put him on a fade, just something to keep that safety on the left from kind of overplaying the half. You see right there that it kind of opens up the middle of the field if you want to. If you want to, go ahead and run maybe a corner route, a couple of corner routes if you want to. And this will just help kind of split those safeties just a little bit. Again, you see right here, like a better free form. You'll be able to split those safeties maybe a little bit more to the left, and you'll be fine. We'll get it right this time here. So again, here with this particular type of setup, maybe this time I'm going to freeform this up and left to kind of keep it away from the right safety. You see right here, this allows me to split them perfectly. So you do have the ability to do this if you want to. Just something to be careful with. Obviously, you want to make sure that you're holding the safeties. Again, if you guys are struggling with this, and you want to quick snap something against cover 2 without motion, freeform kind of up and left. I would say kind of something like that. You see right here, we can split it. Does leave you open to maybe a KO because he does have to slow down. So when all else fails, you need a clean cover 2 bomb. Stick with this. This is definitely the way to go with this. Snap the ball. That deep half on the right is going to bite down and inside. This is easy. I mean, why even mess around with other setups that are cute and leave yourself open to random stuff happening? Run that setup right there. That is how you bomb every single covered shell out of the X Nasty. It could be the Bunch X Nasty, Bunch Strong Nasty, Under Center X Nasty. They all have skinny posts of this depth. You guys use the route combos I just provided you against cover 2, cover 3, and cover 4. Got touchdowns against everything. From there, it's just about blocking, holding up. So if you guys did not check out my offensive line video that I did last week, make sure you guys go back and check that out. That'll give you the time you saw in this video. We'll see you guys on Monday. Until then, this is Zan. Get in the lab and good luck.